passion, enthusiasm, and dedication characterize the volunteer service of members of the West Virginia Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster, commonly known as VOAD. West Virginia VOAD provides an organized framework for many diverse faith-based and non-governmental organizations to combine their resources to meet the disaster-related needs of West Virginia citizens. All members of West Virginia VOAD are motivated by the desire to assist those in most need following disasters of all types. When disasters strike, those most affected often have the least resources. Government assistance is not always available to help, and federal disaster assistance for individual households has strict guidelines that cannot always be met. Survivors of disasters must often rely on volunteer organizations to provide the desperately needed recovery resources. West Virginia VOAD coordinates volunteer assistance that includes sheltering, feeding, delivering supplies, counseling, and assistance removing muck from property and providing building materials and labor to make repairs. West Virginia VOAD member organizations give hope to survivors who might otherwise be neglected, letting them know they are not forgotten regardless of their need. West Virginia VOAD is always seeking new partners and innovative solutions to recovery issues. West Virginia VOAD receives its award in the disaster services category, so let's hear it from those involved in this organization.
Our state VOAD became a state VOAD in 1995. We are a organization, it's Voluntary Organizations Active in Disaster.
It helps us to provide better service, to manage the resources that we have more effectively and more efficiently.
There's no way this state could ever recover from natural disaster or any kind of problem without us working together for the common good.
We have been asked to be the one in charge of warehousing and taking care of stuff as it comes in and as it goes out.
The American Red Cross in West Virginia works very closely with VOAD in response and recovery activities to disaster.
The rains came down, it was in the hills. The topsoil was washed away, farms were destroyed, houses were destroyed. I sat there in our social services area talking to a gentleman who was in his 70s. The farm had been in his family for a number of years, and I asked him about his situation, and he said, well, there's no topsoil. There's nothing to grow in. And we talked, and he just broke down in tears when I asked him, I said, what are you going to do now? And he said, I don't know. Nobody's going to give a 70-year-old man a 30-year loan to rebuild his house and his farm. And sometimes all you can do is sit there and cry with them. But together, all the agencies came together and we were able to help them find some things to get their house taken care of. We even found some topsoil to put some back in there and get them started back up. So together, that cooperation was very effective.
We have teams that come in and help muck out homes, help cut trees after a tornado, or they may help with actual starting the repairs of homes. So I'm proud of all 37 member organizations of our state VOAD.